Have you ever woken up, looked in the mirror, and asked yourself, is this it? Is this the life I worked 40 years for? We spent our youth chasing money, big houses, and the American dream. We ran until our legs were tired and our hair turned gray. But now, after the age of 60, does your heart feel full? Or is it still searching for something missing? Happiness at our age isn't about adding more to your life. It is about what you can finally let go of. Welcome to Core Wisdom 3. If you are feeling lost in your retirement, this conversation is for you. Let's pour a tea and count the 7 signs that you have finally found yourself. You know, there are mornings when I wake up very early. Outside, it's still dark. Dew rests quietly on the window pane. I don't wake up because of an alarm clock rushing me to work, like I did 20 years ago. Not because I'm worried about missing a doctor's appointment. I just wake up naturally. I sit there watching the first light of morning slip through the curtains. I hear the soft hum of the heater, and suddenly a strange feeling rises in my chest. For the first time after decades, I feel truly wealthy. Not wealthy because my bank account has grown. Not wealthy because my children bought me an expensive gift. I feel wealthy because inside me, the constant wanting has finally stopped. Happiness is not what we achieve on the outside, but the peace we feel on the inside. So what does that peace look like? How can we recognize it? If you've ever wondered whether you're truly happy or merely surviving one day at a time, then let's reflect together on these 7 signs. 1. You know how to turn on the light instead of fighting the darkness. Life, whether in Vietnam or in America, whether rich or poor, always circles around 4 major areas: money, health, relationships, and the inner life. In the past, whenever a problem appeared, I panicked, worried my retirement savings wouldn't be enough. I lost sleep, a bit of back pain or aching knees. I complained, ran from doctor to doctor, swallowed countless supplements. When my children didn't call, I felt hurt and blamed them for being careless. We spend our entire lives trying to fix problems this way. But you see, life's troubles are like darkness in a sealed room. You can wave your hands, turn on a fan, shout as loud as you want. The darkness won't disappear. There is only one way to remove darkness. Turn on the light. A happy person at this age knows how to light the lamp of wisdom. Instead of asking, "Why is illness happening to me?" they ask, "What is my body trying to tell me?" Instead of blaming their children for growing distant, they light the lamp of understanding. They're struggling with their own lives. I can be a source of emotional support, not an emotional burden. When you see every challenge as a lesson, your mind naturally turns toward the light. And where there is light, darkness retreats on its own. 2. You find joy in each present breath. In America, many older adults get stuck in 2 states. One is living in the past, missing the golden years, the old homeland, regretting what's been lost. The other is fearing the future, fear of illness, loneliness, death, nursing homes. But that is an illusion. The past is gone. The future hasn't arrived. The only place life is happening is right now. A clear sign of happiness is this: whatever you are doing, you are fully aware of doing it. When you eat, you taste the rice and feel gratitude for the one who cooked it. When you walk in the park, you feel your feet touching the ground, the breeze moving through your hair. When you talk to your spouse, you truly listen, not half watching TV or scrolling on your phone. The mind is no longer rushing. The old millionaire dream has softened. You realize that no moment is meaningless. Not even sitting quietly, watching a squirrel run across the yard. This is full presence. 3. Your heart becomes generous and compassionate. Has someone ever hurt you? A former friend, a colleague, or even a family member? I know many of us have carried a heavy stone of resentment for decades. But after 60, a happy person understands this truth. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and hoping the other person will die. When you cling to resentment, your heart grows tired, your blood pressure rises, your sleep becomes restless. Forgiveness isn't because the other person deserves it, it's because you deserve peace. When you let go of one grudge, your chest feels lighter, your breath deepens. Your health begins to change in quiet, surprising ways. You look at those who once hurt you, and instead of hatred, you feel compassion for their ignorance. That is a very high form of happiness. 4. You understand the emptiness of all things. Let me share a short story my teacher once told me. A story that completely changed how I see life. He held up an object and asked, "What is this?" I answered quickly, "It's a pen." Then he asked, "If a puppy ran in and I waved this in front of it, what would the puppy do?" "It would bite or chew it," I said. "So for the puppy, what is this? A bone or a toy?" Then came the real question. Who is right, the human or the dog? The answer is, both are right. The lesson is this. The same thing appears differently depending on who is looking. The pen itself is nothing by nature. This is called emptiness. It becomes a pen or a bone depending on perception. We humans are the same. If you label yourself as, "I'm useless now," "I'm past my time," "I'm a failure," you will live exactly as that label. But when you understand emptiness, criticism becomes just sound. Loneliness becomes just a state. You can relabel yourself a wise grandparent, a source of inspiration, or simply someone enjoying life. When you see this clearly, external circumstances no longer control your emotions. 5. You are no one, so you can be anyone. Throughout life, we wear many roles. At work, you were a director, an engineer, a supervisor. At home, a strict father, a reliable husband. When retirement comes, those titles fall away. Many people feel lost, but happy people see it as liberation. When I let go of the question, "Who am I?" life became light. I no longer needed to protect an image. I could water plants, lie down listening to music, learn to paint like a child, pick up trash without worrying about judgment. When you stop trying to prove who you are, you become completely free, and that freedom is happiness. 6. You stop blaming and take full responsibility for your life. Consider this carefully. Every result in your life today comes from choices you made in the past. You chose your marriage. You chose to live in America. You chose your eating habits, your lifestyle. Yet human psychology is strange. When things go well, we say, "I'm capable." When things fall apart, we say, "It's fate. It's circumstances. It's other people." A happy person after 60 looks into the mirror and says, "It's my responsibility." This isn't a burden, it's power. If you created it, you can change it. Illness comes from lifestyle choices, so you choose differently. Loneliness comes from closed doors, so you open your heart. Instead of waiting for happiness, you plant new seeds through thoughts, words, and kind actions. When blame stops, you reclaim your destiny. 7. You are still creating value, even in retirement. Many believe retirement means waiting for the end. That's a mistake. Retirement only means you stop clocking in, not that you stop contributing. The final sign of happiness is feeling useful. You help a neighbor watch their house, you cook for your grandchildren, you share life wisdom with younger generations, just as I'm sharing with you now. Even a smile, a kind word to a cashier, creates value. When you give, you are still rich. And the law of life is simple. The more you give, the more blessings return to nourish your soul. My friend, we've walked through all 7 signs. How many did you see in yourself? 1? 2? All 7? The number doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel right now. Looking back at this long journey with gray hair and aging skin, I've realized a simple truth. I am happy, not because my life was perfect, but because I've stopped resisting it. I welcome aging like an old friend. I accept impermanence like the changing seasons. If you are at this stage of life, remember this. Happiness in later years isn't about adding more to satisfy desire. It's about letting go to lighten the heart. Let go of judgment. Let go of demands. Let go of expectations placed on your children. When your hands open, peace can enter, and you may suddenly realize happiness was never far away, not in the past, not in the future. It is right here, in this breath, in this cup of tea, and in the quiet peace within you. Thank you for listening to the reflections of an old man. Sleep well tonight. Wake tomorrow with a gentle smile. I'll see you again in our next conversation. And if you'd like, follow this channel so we can continue walking together, my old friend.